All right, so let's see how I can drag out this topic for at least 8 minutes. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Thanks so much for watching. Today I wanted to talk about proof gold versus regular brilliant uncirculated gold. Those of you that don't know the difference, take a look. All right, I'm gonna put this one down here. We've got a 1/2 ounce gold eagle here and a regular 1 ounce BU, brilliant uncirculated gold eagle. The proof gold, you can see, has a mirror-like finish, right? Kind of like that mirror shiny quality to it. You can really see it on this coin, the flowing hair. You can see how that's got that, look, you can see the reflection, my ugly mug right there. All right, that's proof gold. BU, brilliant uncirculated, more of a matte finish. Okay, that's a lot more common to see when you are buying gold bullion coins. Now, proof gold, whoa, ayo, caught that just, whew, that was a close one. Proof gold's made with using like a special process, gives them this mirror-like finish and sharp details. So essentially, you've got polished blanks. So the gold coin blanks or planchets, they're carefully polished to make them super smooth. And then there's special dies used. Now these special dies, the stamps that are actually used to, press the design, those are also polished, sometimes treated with chemicals to enhance the level of detail. And then there's multiple strikes. So each coin, it's struck multiple times with high pressure, making the details sharper, gives them the background mirror-like shine. And then they're handled with care, okay? The proof coins, they're individually inspected, placed in protective cases to avoid any sort of scratches. Much, much more labor intensive when it comes to the proof gold than with the BU gold. Now, why would you buy one over the other? Well, that depends. It depends on a couple of things. Are you a collector or are you a stacker? If you are a collector, then you might want to consider shelling out a little bit more money for proof gold. Proof gold will have more of a premium on them. They'll have a lower mintage. So that is why you are going to want to consider buying proof gold. They're beautiful, they're shiny, and sometimes you could do very, very well with them because they're collector's pieces in the secondary market. So for example, this one was a home run. This is the 230th anniversary gold flowing hair coin. This thing was hyped up all over social media, very limited mintage, and the amount that was to be minted, I don't think actually was fully minted by the US Mint. So this coin has done very, very well, raw and ungraded on the secondary market. If you buy it slabbed and graded, you're going to pay even a higher premium. Now, BU coins, this is mainly just for stacking. They're a dime a dozen, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, minted each year. You could easily get these for less premium. Now, people will buy BU stuff for weight. I typically only buy brilliant uncirculated stuff. The only proof gold I do have is right here in front of you. Actually, I might have a couple 10th ounce things here or there, but nothing crazy. So this is a 1/4 ounce gold eagle. We've got a 1/2 ounce gold eagle, and we've got the flowing hair. Now, why do I even have those? There's no significance to them. I was able to buy these for the same price as brilliant uncirculated gold at the time. So for me, it was just an added bonus. When I went to the local coin shop, the dealer said to me, listen, you could buy these, proof gold coins for the same price. I'll give you the choice. Do you want the proof gold or the BU? So obviously I took the proof gold. Why wouldn't I? There's extra value there. When you go to sell, especially to a business, like a coin shop or a dealer or a jeweler, you most likely are not going to get anywhere near the amount that retail suggests the price is. So if you go to sell to a dealer your proof gold, they're most likely going to offer you spot or below spot. They will treat those gold coins the same as if you were going in there offering them brilliant uncirculated gold. When you're dealing with a high premium item such as this one, you'll still get lowballed because remember that the business has to resell it. However, you are going to get a little bit more of a premium on something like this. So that's the only reason that I bought the proof gold coins, was because I was able to get them for the same cost as a brilliant uncirculated coin. When you go to sell brilliant uncirculated gold, most likely you're going to be selling this also at spot or slightly below spot. So I would suggest that you look into just stacking this stuff, especially right now that gold's price is relatively high. You know, we're talking $3,000 to $3,100 an ounce, in that range as I record this video. You're going to want to stick to things that have the lowest premium possible. We don't know how the market is going to go. All things point to gold going in an upward trajectory. However, right now there's a little bit of a correction. Who knows how much lower it's going to go. But the majority of people that are watching this channel and stacking channels in general don't have a ton of extra money where they're going to be able to shell that out just to get a higher premium proof gold coin. So again, knowing that you're going to kind of get screwed when you go to sell your proof gold, I highly recommend that you consider just sticking with the brilliant uncirculated stuff, unless it's just a piece that you really need to have in your collection. Now, for those of you that purchase both proof and BU gold, I really am curious as to how you have done with your appreciation of your collection, and also have you ever tried to sell those pieces, and how have you fared out with those? The other thing too that you want to consider when you're looking at proof gold, sometimes you'll get some other items like I would say the lunar series, for example. Those of you that don't know the Perth lunar series, let me take these out and show you real quick. Sometimes, is this one? No, that's Donald Duck, or not Donald Duck, that's Scrooge McDuck. Here we go. So like Perth lunar series, something like this, dragon. All right, sometimes you'll get these coins that have a limited mintage, but then they will have the proof versions of this. And you can see that this has the matte finish with the proof finish here on these fields. And devices, same thing here. The queen, you can see she's got the proof finish and the rest is a matte finish. Sometimes you'll have reverse proof where those things are flipped. There's so many different things that these mints do to the same design just to kind of change up the money that they're bringing in. So when you're looking at collectors pieces such as these, is it worth it to you to shell out even more for those higher premium items with the lower mintage? Sometimes it might be, because they have such a collectability to them. Other times it's not, and it's really hit or miss. You never necessarily know how you'll end up doing on those particular pieces unless you go and sell them. The last thing I will say that you have working for you is if you are buying gold steadily over a long period of time, sometimes even if you buy premium gold like this, when gold is higher, as the gold spot price continues to climb up, as do the premiums. So you have that protection built in. That's happened to me before, where I've purchased gold coins at the height of gold, and then gold has continued to climb. And so maybe I'm not going to make my money back on the premiums, being that that was a collectible piece. However, because of the spot price alone, I was able to make my money and make a profit. Hope that makes sense to you guys. Anyway, let me know in the comments below. Are you buying premium proof gold, or are you just sticking with your run-of-the-mill BU stuff? And I will see you guys on the next one.